What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. Oh yeah, guys. So here we are in a creative flat test world. Why? Well, a couple episodes ago, I was talking about our quarry world, how we were making cobblestone, we were generating it. Yeah, I was talking about how I have like 5 stacks of world interaction upgrades and a stack of speed upgrades because that's the fastest you can get out of there. Other people in the comments, they were saying that 1 stack of world interaction upgrades is the fastest, and there was just a lot of confusion. So I wanted to try and clear some things up so you guys can see for yourselves. All right, so here in this creative test world, we have, some transfer nodes here and some caches. These can store up to 10,000 items each. So in this first transfer node, we have 1 stack of world interaction upgrades. And then we have 2 in the second one, 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 5, and then finally the end one has 6 stacks, right? Cool. So yeah, these item caches can only hold 10,000 items. So as soon as I use my builder's wand and I bring them out, they're gonna start filling from these transfer nodes. So the question is, which one of these are gonna fill faster? Well, you would think the one with, the 6 stacks world interaction upgrades would fill faster. Let's find out. So we do this and they all start filling at roughly the same speed. This one's got, 1,000 now. And this one's got about 1,000 in it as well. You can see the little marks on the front of these things. That's why I wanted to use them. So you can, in fact, see how fast this is transferring. So you can see they're all increased at about the same exact time, right? No difference at all. Well, this is the reason why I don't have mine set up this way. Yeah, you need speed upgrades in order to make these go faster with all of the different world interaction upgrades. So over here, we have a second test. So it's the same thing, except this time we have 1 stack of world interaction upgrades with 5 stacks of speed, and then 2 stacks of world, 4 stacks of speed, etc., etc. So we got 4 and 2, 5 and 1, and then finally a full stack of world interaction upgrades. So now the question is, which one's going to be the fastest? This is the one that I have all of my cobblestone generators set up as in the quarry world in our Let's Play world. So let's go ahead and do this. Same exact test. We'll do this and we can see from the marks on the front which one fills up faster. Yep. So this one right here with the 5 world stacks of the world interaction upgrades is obviously filling faster than all of the other ones. Even though this one has a bunch of speed upgrades, it's still pretty slow, isn't it? All right, so this one is nearly full. This one is almost as full, but it's not quite as full. All right, so this one is done. This one's still about 1,500 shy of being done. And yeah, it gets slower and slower as you go down. The one over here with all the world interaction upgrades still pretty slow. All right, so let's go ahead and clear this out here. We will redo this test. There's actually a faster way of doing it that I was just made aware of in the comments. I think in the last episode, the episode before, I can't remember. Anyway, it was brought to my attention that, yes, you can use Tesseracts to make this yet even faster. This is news to me. This is brand new stuff. Let's go ahead and break this. So we have a transfer node right here. This has 6 stacks of world interaction upgrades. I bet you'd only need 5, but I haven't done much testing. But I just want to show this is faster than the way I thought was the fastest way because I didn't know. But this is obviously way more expensive, right? Because of the Tesseracts. But anyway, yeah, we have the transfer node here with 6 stacks of world interaction upgrades. We'll put this one back here. This one is set to cobblestone, send only. So we have 5 Tesseracts sending the cobblestone from 1 generator. All right, so let's set this up so we can do this. We'll put a Tesseract here. This should be receive only. All right, let's put a couple of caches over here. All right, so when I use my super builder's wand, we should start receiving from the Tesseract and all these, and we can do the test once again. So let's try this. And which one's gonna fill up the fastest this time? Yeah, the one that I said was pretty fast doesn't look so fast anymore, does it? In fact, it looks kind of slow compared to the Tesseract one, huh? So yeah, definitely the Tesseract surrounding multiple sides of that transfer node with only world interaction upgrades is obviously faster. Is this the fastest? I don't know. There's probably ways you can tweak it if you really want to get the maximum amount out of one of these transfer nodes. Is it worth the trade-off for the cost of the Tesseracts? That's going to be depending on your mod pack. If you're playing expert mode, probably not. I don't know. But anyway, yep, I wanted to show you guys that. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, let's continue on with our episode, guys. So once again, in our quarry age, or I guess it's a dimension, this is RF Tools, not Miscraft. Yeah, our cobblestone generator, like I said before, this is the way we have it set up. More world interaction upgrades do in fact make a difference if you are using speed upgrades. The one that's below this Tesseract is set up exactly the same as this one. This one right here is not, because I just simply ran out of world interaction upgrades because they're kind of expensive. They use 3 diamonds per. Yeah, so 3 stacks of diamonds per stack of world interaction upgrades, etc., etc. They are kind of pricey, so yeah, I just didn't build them yet. I will fill those up and I'll make that better, but we just haven't done that yet. So anyway, let's go back to the base. Not spawn, the base. All right, so here over at the base, we are going to be working on some stuff today. So I was messing around with this crucible, I guess the thaumatorium. Yeah, I was making some of these balanced shards. I was trying to figure out a good way to get all these different aspects in there, and this is just a real pain. I know there is an item in Thaumic Energistics that is an Essentia provider, and basically what that will be is one single block that you can attach a pipe to, I think, or you might be able to put it directly on this machine, and that will provide all of the different aspects. So this thing will be able to slurp in all of the different things it needs for this to auto craft, like balanced shards, for instance. In this particular setup, I had to put a warded jar here, a warded jar here, a warded jar here and here, and then one in the back for all the 5 different aspects. And then, yeah, we put in the 6th shard here. Yeah, it's just kind of a pain to get this thing all set up. Yeah, I've been still messing around with this. I've still been putting stuff into these alchemical furnaces and melting items down. Let's check this out. Yeah, we got a lot of these different aspects in here now, which is good. We're up to 3,000, 3,600 of the RM aspect, 2,000 of the magic. Yeah, and just been trying to get some of these base aspects in here as well. Down below, yeah, down here in the applied energistics area, I did upgrade all of our discs to 16K, and we are only using 9,000 bytes out of 16,000 on one disc. So with all that stuff that I've done, yeah, we still got plenty of storage remaining. I might end up taking these discs and, what do you call that? Oh, I can't think of the name. Where you partition, that's what it is. You partition it and basically allow only one type of item on the disc. I might do that for all of the 6 base aspects. So take 6 of these and only allow like Perdicio or Ordo or whatever on just 6 of those. Just so we have plenty of storage for all of those base aspects, because I think that is probably the ones that we need the highest quantity of. But anyway, that stuff we will figure out later. So yeah, the pack was updated last time, and we really didn't spend much time talking about it. I mean, we saw over here that the pattern was kind of broken for crafting that Tesseract. And in fact, I haven't even tried crafting one or fixing that pattern. So let's try doing that right now. Let's find our Tesseract pattern. Tesseract, where are you? This one right here. All right. So this pattern, I think, is broken. Yeah, okay. So this thing right here, let's take that pattern back out. This thing right here I have set to allow substitutions of input components. When I put this pattern back into this slot, it fills in all of these things. And it changed this. Watch that. Huh. So yes, it is in fact the case where you need to redo the pattern, put the pattern in here, click the button, and then re-encode it. All right. So if we do that, we clear out all this stuff, we switch that, put this back. Yeah, now that is officially set up. Okay. Does this thing even show? Okay, yeah, there is a new thing at the very bottom. It says use substitutions. Yes. Aha. All right. All right. So that is a change in I guess applied energistics that you need to be aware of. So if I wanted to create that Tesseract now, yeah, it can now see all the different types of bronze and silver. Cool. All right. That's kind of a pain because I don't remember how many different items we have in here. In fact, they probably all need to be set that way again. Oh man, that's a lot of patterns. Well, it's not terrible. It's just I don't want to do it. I wish it was all automatically set to allow substitutions for everything. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so some things that I've noticed. A couple episodes ago, I was talking about how we changed the combs to a storage bus instead of an export bus. But look at this. We are full of combs once again. Well, the problem is now the pack is updated and Forestry is updated. We have a new version of Forestry. Things that I've noticed right away, these centrifuges look like they are not being lit at all, right? Put a torch next to them. It's like they're completely dark and they aren't getting any light sources for whatever reason. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What I've noticed is that, yeah, none of the combs are coming in here. So I was thinking there might have been something broken with this particular machine. So I broke this guy and I stuck that guy back there and it's still not filling. There is a thing right here that says missing resources. And it says more resources needed to be supplied for operation. I've also noticed that there is a spot here now for a chip, or I guess a circuit board. Aha. All right, so circuit board time. Well, can I get on that thing? Okay, yeah. Oh, I was doing some research online for the new version of Forestry on what those circuit boards can take. So let's grab some of these. I can't remember which ones we're gonna need. Probably not the basic one. We might need the enhanced, we might need the refined. I really don't know. But what I do know is that we're gonna need a soldering iron. This is something we haven't made yet. Oh, that is a carpenter recipe. So bronze and 3 iron. All right, so let's grab bronze and iron. Cool. All right, so which one of these has water? This one? All right, I guess, well, no, we'll do it in this one since this doesn't have any auto crafting set up for it. All right, so we'll make ourselves a soldering iron. Yeah, this is one of those things that you need to do, like if you set up any of the forestry multi-farms or whatever, so you can change the type so it can do anything besides like a tree farm. Yeah, we need to make one of these so we can do some stuff. So you right click with this thing and it opens up this inventory and we can see we can change things for electric engines, machine upgrades, manage farms. All right, so it's probably machine upgrade that we need. Yeah, there's different circuits that we can put in there, or I guess the electron tubes. And the ones that we're interested in are the ones for the centrifuge, or I guess the squeezer also was updated too, by the way. So this also has a spot. So golden electron tubes decrease the energy usage by 10%, which is kind of cool, I guess. Emerald electron tubes increase speed by 12.5% and energy by 5%. And then the blazing tubes, the ones with blaze rods, increase speed by 25% and energy consumption by 10%. So this is what we are interested in. So that's awesome. That'll make these machines run 100% faster than what they were running before if we use 4 blazing electron tubes. All right, so we might be able to decrease the amount of centrifuges we have down below if this is going to go, you know, twice the speed. So anyway, let's figure out which one of these circuits we need. I don't remember. I think some of these... Layout mismatch. The amount of tubes does not match the size of the circuit board. Well, I don't know how many we need. I guess we can't put them on this one. Maybe it is the intricate, or is it the enhanced? I don't know. Let's try intricate. It won't let... Oh, I'm on the electric engine. Machine upgrade. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Board missing. Insert a circuit board. Oh, you know what? All right. I did that in the wrong order. We have to put the tubes in first, and then we put in the circuit board. That's fine. All right. Socketed machine. Yes. All right. So this is the one we need to use is the intricate. All right. Cool. So let's take this guy. And we will stick this one right here. Now, is this going to start collecting items? Yeah, this is also something that's interesting. It's like it's not being, the items aren't being piped in. So there might be something else back here that is broken or... So device missing channel, great. Okay, so yeah, we are really running into an issue right now where we are running out of channels, and that looks like that was on the gray connection. Let's come down here. Gray, 31 out of 32 channels. Yeah, we are maxing out. So the, yeah, The line that we are using for our bees is the same one that we're using upstairs for all of our crafting. This stuff right here, this is all on the gray wires as well. I can't really see it, but those are all the gray ones down there. So we really need to rearrange all of our wires. We need to have 1 or 2 dense cables up here specifically for these machines. Then we're going to need another one specifically for the forestry machines down below. Yeah, I wasn't sure if those forestry machines were not working because they needed the circuit board, but apparently it's just because the device, that storage bus back there, is missing a channel. Yeah, that's why we have the combs in the system. Okay, well, now we've discovered the real problem. I'm going to go ahead and look at making more ME controllers. Can we make one? It looks like we have the materials, except for vibrant alloy. Okay, so we have a lot of this. I'm gonna make 2 more ME controllers if we can, if we can do that. No, I need to type it up here so we can auto craft it. ME controller, let's make 2 more of these. I know not all of the spots that we have available are being used down below on our current controller, but we are going to want to expand this out anyway. Yeah, we could have more cables on the front of these and have more dense cables. We could have one on the sides. Yeah, I'm just gonna add 2 more. So it looked like we're out of brown mushrooms. All right, so tell you guys what, let me go ahead and grow some brown mushrooms. We have the 10-10-10 of the mushroom spores over here. Let me go ahead and grow some of those, get everything satisfied, make 2 more controllers, start running some more cable, try and fix all of our applied energistics channel problems that we have going on right now. And we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I have spent a lot of time in this world since the last clip. It doesn't look like much has happened. That's because a lot hasn't happened. What was going on is I was making those intricate circuit boards, right? Intricate, these things right here with the soldering iron. Yep. Did I have one of these before? I don't remember if I had one of these before. I might have gotten that duplicated, or I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I was doing this and I was finding a faster way to do the electron tubes. Yeah, I made up like a whole lot of these things at once. So I found out you can shift click these in here. But yeah, when you right click on the soldering iron, it like goes back to the beginning. So anyway, I was going fast. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I think I had clicked over to the electrical simulator and I put in a bunch of these things and the intricate circuit board. So I obviously had this thing set up incorrectly. We were supposed to be on the machine upgrade for our centrifuges. So anyway, I had like 7 or 8 of these things all made from the electrical simulator. And I was down here and I went to go put those all in. So I clicked all 7 of these right here. And as soon as I did that, it said server closed. So when you see server closed, as soon as you do something, you know you done messed up. So yeah, I had to close my local server, reload it, and then I was able to log back in. It didn't seem like that big of a deal. But then when I looked in here, this thing said that it had the electrical simulator upgrade in here. So I was like, that's wrong. So I went to go take my soldering iron to click it on this thing to remove it. As soon as I did that, I crashed my client. So I had the wrong upgrade in our centrifuge. Putting it in there crashed, trying to take it out crashed. So I decided the next best thing would be to break the machine and then put in the correct thing. No, that was a big mistake. Since it had an upgrade in here that wasn't supposed to be there originally, breaking the machine fatally crashed the server and I lost a lot of work. Yeah, it sucks. I had to redo a lot of stuff here. But anyway, yeah, I got that all done. I got all the correct circuit boards and all of these machines, so they are going as fast as they possibly can. Our excess combs we have being processed right now, so all of these are being worked on at the moment. I did have to put an export bus back on this chest right here to clear out all of the extra ones. We still have the storage bus, so all the new ones should be trying to go into the chest, but all the excess ones that are already in the system are being pushed in there by our export bus. So once all of the excess combs in our system clears up, I'll remove that export bus. But anyway, yeah, so I'm leaving all this open so I remember to go back there and remove all that stuff. But yeah, so during the break, or I guess during the last cut, I've done some stuff here with our applied energistics wiring. So the one for our storage drives on our, is this black? Yeah, the black cable goes straight down. Now, a few episodes ago, I got myself confused. I tried making, what was it? Glowstone? Yeah, the painted glowstone out of the quite clear glass. That is actually the wrong thing that I was trying to do. I was trying to make cable facades. Yeah, so you don't do that out of glowstone, you make the cable facade. Anyway, yeah, I completely got myself messed up there, and I was confused why I couldn't do this because I know I did it before, and it's because I was making cable facades, not painted glowstone. Anyway, with the cable facades, we can go ahead and use the Ender IO-ME conduit right there to go through the glass floor and then put in the facade here so we don't have a big ugly hole. The connected texture does work, yep, and I think that looks way, way better. So black cable goes straight down under the floor and then it runs over on this side now and then through another one of those conduits up and then over and connects. Yeah, this is the way I decided that we're going to do the wiring. I have made some purple cables and some magenta cables. I went with those colors because over here in our crafting, it kind of reminds me of this color. I guess I could have gone with cyan, I suppose, but I went with the magenta and the purple. So we have those cables running down here, and they're getting their power through the quartz fiber like so. Yeah, this black cable is getting its power from the red, and then it's sending its power over through these quartz fibers into these other lines for our peer-to-peer channels. So yeah, this cable runs down, and then this purple cable runs down and over. Yeah, I liked how you can do that through the glass like that. So yeah, it goes down and then over a block and then over here, and then yeah, the cables run this direction. And we have one line connected to 3 of our auto crafting, and then the other line connected to 3 more. So eventually we will have a third line down here for our third set of auto crafters if we ever get this hooked up. The way these are set up, there's 7 channels per one of these units, so we can have 4 on one of our lines. I just figured since we're going to have to run 3 cables down here anyway to connect all of these, we might as well just do 3 at a time. And it doesn't really matter. So anyway, yeah, we have our drives hooked up. We have our auto crafting hooked up. The cables look way better in my opinion. This whole thing right here still needs to be worked on. I'll do that in time. I did add 2 more ME controllers up here. So now we are 4 wide on this multi-block. Yep, and then we have a new one back here, yellow, and a new one, orange. Yeah, these 2 right here are going upstairs. They are replacing all of the machines. Well, I guess all the cables we had upstairs for the machines. Yeah, these are running up here. The gray cable no longer runs all the way over there. Yeah, the gray cable is only for our machine, or I guess our terminals, and then over here for our smeltery. That's the only place the gray is now being used. And then we have orange and yellow running over here for our machines. So we have plenty of channels for all of the different stuff that we are hooking up. Yeah, I was getting pretty annoyed with the fact that we kept running out of channels and things weren't working and all of this stuff. So I just said, okay, let's run 2 more cables over here. We'll get this all done. So, yep, doing more different colors. We have all the different colors now thanks to our bees. So I figured we might as well just use them. All right. So all of this stuff I had done and I had this all set. And then I was working on the centrifuges. And then it got the crash and I had to roll back for an hour, I think was the amount of time that I rolled back, and had to redo all of that stuff all over again. So that was quite a pain. But anyway, we are now hooked up. We have plenty of channels to do all the stuff we are trying to do over here. Yeah, our squeezer is being sent honey. It's got the machine upgrade in it. We are exporting the honey into the system. And then on the side over here, we have another export bus. You can't see it, but that is pulling out the propolis that sometimes appears here. Because if that fills up, this machine stops working. So this should continue squeezing indefinitely now. Yeah, all of our carpenters over here are hooked up with all of those things. Yeah, everything is much better now that we have way more channels to work with. All right, so now we need to start moving all of our magic stuff over. In fact, what we need to do is actually get some floors in there. We don't have any floors still on this side. So I'll probably end up making a bunch of these laboratory blocks and then, yeah, just running them over here just so we have 2 floors. Well, I guess two separate floors. I still need to replace all this stuff down here. I'll probably use the resonant exchanger with the carpenter blocks as well. Or not carpenter blocks, I'm sorry, laboratory blocks. Yeah. So we will probably start out with these laboratory blocks as our flooring, and then when we decide what goes where, when we decide what goes where, we'll replace the floors with the appropriate materials. I'm noticing these bee particles are going like horizontal, and they're going like super fast. Like I don't see them going up at an angle. I don't know why that is. Let's go in here real quick. Are they doing that in here? Kinda. They don't seem to be going upwards as much. They seem to just be going horizontal. That might just be a change with the forestry. Yeah. Anyway, I've just been noticing that these things are going like hyper speed. I thought that was kind of weird. So yeah, let me go ahead and get some more flooring in here. We will see what we can do as far as moving stuff over. And being that we are close to our applied energistics over here, it should be pretty easy to get things hooked up, I think. But yeah, let me see how much more time we have available for today's episode and for me getting this done. And we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, well I haven't made a heck of a lot of progress here, but I did put in the complete floor so we have a place to stand at least. And then yeah, the bottom level down here, we've replaced all the stone with a different type of block. Again, this stuff will probably be replaced when we figure out what we want to use for our different flooring materials. Now since we're going to be putting Botania over here, we'll probably be using grass for some stuff. And if we're going to be putting Thaumcraft over here, we'll probably be using some kind of chiseled arcane blocks. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. Blood magic, though, is something I'm kind of concerned about because previously when I've used blood magic before, for one, the altar is really big that you need for the tier 6. Yeah, and I don't know if that is going to fit down here appropriately. It might be able to fit on this one floor, so we could have, like, you know, this big section set up for 2 different blood altars. Generally, when I do blood magic, I like having 2 separate blood altars set up. One that's automatically feeding my LP network so I can use all the blood magic stuff. And then the other one for doing crafting and other such things like that. Yeah, we want one that always has like the top tier blood orb, so it's always filling up my LP network. So we have to have 2 of those. So that's 2 big multi-block structures. I think they will fit down here on the lower level. But if they don't, I think we could also, you know, cut out part of the ceiling here and, you know, make the one section of the room bigger. Or we could even lower the floor down completely and make more room that way. That's just things we'll have to figure out as we move on. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start moving some of the Thaumcraft stuff over here. I want to get the Essentia distillation things happening automatically. Yeah, where we're putting items into the alchemical furnace, it's melting it down, and we're sucking that stuff into our system. I want that completely automated so I don't have to touch it again. So those are things that I'll be working on off camera. Also, last episode we were messing with the Wisp spawner, and I figured I would put in a second portal or whatever. Whoa, that lag. Yeah, I said that I would put in a second portal here, and this seems to be working really, really well this way. I know people are saying I could have put a fan right here blowing the wisps away. Yeah, that is a possibility. People are also saying there's like a mob attractor kind of a thing that I could use to pull them away. That's also something I could have used. Yeah, this way right here, just having the 2 portals, this is what I was originally intending to do. I just need to remove all these extra fans, so it's fine. Everything's working as I want. Also, before I put this portal in, yeah, I turned off the wisp spawner, and we had some wisps that were caught next to these cables, those conduits right there. And yeah, I left it overnight. I came back in the morning, and they were still there, so they do not despawn. So that's just something to be aware of. Yeah, just be aware of that. So I made sure that there is no possibility of a wisp being caught anywhere. They are all being teleported down here and getting wrecked like they should be. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. Yeah, having problems like that where you know, you spend a lot of time and then you do something and it crashes the game, and it's just so frustrating having to redo stuff. But you know, that's a part of playing modded Minecraft. Nobody's perfect. Mods have problems. Just got to report those errors, get the bugs fixed, and yeah, move on with your life. But being that we have the automatic backup system in place here, yeah, I only lost about an hour's worth of work. If that mod wasn't in that automatically backs up, I usually back up before and after episodes. If I was doing it manually, I would have to do a lot of stuff over, and that would really, really suck. So, yep, I'm pretty happy with the way it all turned out, even though it's kind of annoying. But yep, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.